Starting to get tired of being back at these spots. Oh, what's up? You awake? Yo, what's going on? You took a nap. You're always taking naps on the job. But anyways, this is your first day, right? Yeah, alright, cool. I just got here. I know you don't know me, but you can get to know me. My name is Carlson. I'm a new security guard over here. I just came in and, just between you and me, I used to work at the other spot. You know, well, they don't want us to talk about that, but the first Freddy Fazbear's establishment, you know, it was shut down. Some stuff happened over there. I don't know if you know, but if you'd like, I can give you a rundown. Oh, you do know. Wait a second. Maybe I do know you. I feel like I've worked with you before. Right? Were you at the other location? You know, it's like a green room and whatnot. You were there. I know it. That was you. It's been a long time. It's been a very long time. But I can say now that, you know, you're already up to speed. So here's what we're going to do. So last time when we were together, right, at the other location, the green room and stuff like that, we were talking about how there was different cases and stuff going on, right, with the different animatronics, Afton, his co-worker or his co-creator, whatever you want to call them. People call them whatever these days, you know, talks in the newspapers and whatnot, and his family. So there was another security guard, employee, whatever you want to call it, working at this spot before us, and now it's our turn. But that's not all we're here to do. Now, I am actually trying to uncover what's going on and what this shady business is, because I don't know if you realize this, but every time something happens, like a death or, you know, something similar, I can't get into specifics at the moment. You know, they're still watching us. We're still on the job. But every time something happens, facilities close down. New facilities open. Sister locations open. All types of things happen, right? So I think something with Afton specifically, you know, William, is the reason why, you know, he just, I don't know. Like, they're not shutting this program down at all. They're not shutting anything down. They just keep revamping it under new names. You know, you can legally do so, making a new establishment, renaming it something else. But no one seems to really look into him and his family, what he's doing. I think he's the cause of all of this stuff. Now, on the job. Right. I almost lost track. Phone. Where's the phone at? We're supposed to get a phone call in literally like right now. There it is. All right, let's take a listen to this. Okay.
Hello. Welcome to your new summer job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Okay.
Now let's get into it. First, make sure you forget about the old location, okay? We don't want any negative impressions carrying over to this establishment.
That's weird.
Fazbear's Entertainment is committed to family fun. We even let our animatronics walk around during the day over here.
What?
Now, with that being said, you're the second guard working here. The first left after about 2 weeks for reasons. And one thing to note, the robots don't have a proper night mode. So whenever you see one, just throw on that mask and it'll think you're one of them.
Okay.
Other than that, there are no doors, just lights, and, well, you should be golden.
Right.
Oh, and keep that music box wound up and have a good night. So, yeah, that's pretty much
music
it.
Box.
And take care. You should be good.
Okay.
And, yeah.
All right, I think that's it. Well, that's weird. So you heard exactly what he just said, right? Forget about the old location. Why should we forget about the old location? I don't know. Something's not adding up already. And why are we the second guard here? Remember I said we're the second? Well, second and third. Why did he quit? Right? And who was it? Was it Afton's son? Was it Michael? Remember we talked about Michael before? I don't know. Like I said, something's not adding up. I need to take notes real quick. So, what made you want to work here? Ah, right. I don't think this pays enough money for working in these types of spots. You know, we barely got out alive last time in the green room. And then I was working with someone else at the sister location. It wasn't you, but, you know, you guys are kind of similar in a way. You know, very curious people, very, very intelligent people. So, yeah, we are going to do exactly as they say, I guess. You know, we have to figure out this music box situation and then the mask. Putting on a mask because they get us confused with, like, I don't know, like, what? Think about that. No, really think about that. We need a mask to protect ourselves from these animatronics from attacking us, right? But why? Like, what are they going to do to us? This establishment is supposed to be working, right? Parties, events, all types of this stuff. But apparently we have to put on a mask because they're going to do something. So what I'm thinking, this might sound crazy. This might sound crazy to say, but just bear with me. I don't think these animatronics are like just animatronics. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but I mean, I think they've been like possessed or like, you know, just something like that. Like, cause they can't be remote controlled. There's no receptor on it. There's no receiver. There's no receiver on it or anything. And they're walking around, and then when we put something on, then they like think we're one of them, you know. Anytime you see horror movies or like zombies, a perfect example. When we're acting like zombies or whatever, you know, Walking Dead. I know you've seen the show Walking Dead. The zombies think you're one of them. Animatronics, mask, think we're one of them, right? Anyways, let's stop all that. Let's figure this out. Let's do this light stuff before they start coming over here. We go figure this out. All right. So I got this thing. It's controlling the different cameras and different lights. And yeah, so we have a vent and another vent. And apparently there's stuff going on with the vents too. I saw that in our little pamphlet we got. And let's figure this out, right? Okay. This place is just like the other ones, right? But now this time, we don't even have a door. What type of... So yeah, about this case, apparently in the back, there's old animatronics. They didn't say anything about that, but I kind of took a look around, and they're like all withered and like all old and mangled and all types of stuff. I don't know what's going on with those. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna move. They look like they're out of commission. But hold on. Let's check this light. Okay. All right. We can't just get lost in talking and stuff, you know. I was talking about the animatronics and stuff. So the animatronics, you know, they're old and stuff. They're all like in the back and broken down, and there's some new ones. But there's one in particular that I noticed that I kind of got a glimpse at while I was walking back. I wasn't supposed to be in that room, so don't let anyone know. But there was one that looked like Foxy, but it's not Foxy. It's like pink, white, and it was like its body was like. It was like, I don't know. It's like someone or something or people took it apart, put it back together, and like it just looked all mangled up. It looked crazy. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, but there was that going on back there, and there's something else. Is this light working? See how it keeps cutting off? And, oh, put the mask on. Yeah, you're good, don't worry. I think as long as one of us has a mask. Yeah. I don't know where it's at, but I hear it. Did you hear the footsteps? Alright, you can take the mask off. I'm not gonna lie, it's just frustrating. That's very stressful. We're just like on our P's and Q's. We just have to figure something out. Let me get into this computer real quick. Let me check the cams. Let me get into the system. Okay. I think we're good here. Checking the... Yeah. You know what? I have an idea. How about you and I check the party room? I think that's what it's called. I don't know. We're not supposed to leave this area, but like, we're doing an investigation together. I think it's real cool that you're joining me on this. Now let's go ahead and, go check out this party room. And don't worry, I disabled the cams just now for old boss, so they won't know what we're up to. And we're just gonna put it on, say there was like a malfunction. This place is wonky anyways. So let's go overhead to the room and just take a look around, right? All right, cool. Man, I'm not gonna lie, this spot is mad creepy, bro. Like, what's with all this? Like, why does it look like all run down? Like, it's a working business, right? I be getting heebie-jeebies. Like, I'd never even seen Afton before, but apparently Afton's like some cryptid, some myth. I don't know. I've heard some people referring to this dude as like the purple guy or something. I don't even... What? What does that even mean? Alright, let me take some notes. These notes are for us, by the way. Remember. Just take a look around. Make sure there's nothing around. Because like he said, there's a few of these animatronics. Alright, I got this noted down. How you doing? You alright? Alright. Yeah, this place is... Where's my flashlight? Yeah, this place is mad weird, bro. Like, at night, it's like a completely different spot. It's a completely different space than what I'm used to. Alright, let's go head back. Apparently there's something going on with events. We gotta make sure we check that out. Because, there's like some balloon kid, something, that goes to these vents. I don't know what that's about, but we have to go and make sure we're just not trying to get in trouble. Come on. Alright. Let's go ahead and check these lights. What was that? Vent. Check the vent.
Hello?
What the You see that? Do we hold still? I don't want to move. Let me check the light. Okay, it's gone. Man, bro, what the you see what I'm saying? This place that can't be normal. That's not even like an animatronic like what we have. Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, Foxy. We just have all these different animatronics. So what's Balloon Kid doing? Boy, girl, balloon thing? What is it doing? Like, well, I don't understand. Hold on. Wait, we're getting a phone call. Where's the phone? You pick that up. Alright, let's listen to it.
Hey,
Right.
I see. I knew your first night wouldn't be too hard. You're a natural, buddy. But I'm sure you've noticed the old models in the back. Yeah, we just use them for spare parts now, but they're all murky and they kind of smell wonky. So the other ones, yeah, don't worry about that. But the older ones shouldn't even be able to walk around. And if they do, just throw on that mask and make sure you watch out for Foxy. It does not work on him. If you see him, flash your light at him. It'll give him a little system restart, I believe, and stop him in place. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget that music box.
Oh, that's right. The music box. Let's use this. Where's this music box? Alright, let's crank this. Hold on. I can't believe we forgot that, bruh. But did you just hear what he just said? It said, so models. Now he's just letting us know about the old models. I already told you about that though, because luckily I went snooping. But spare parts for what? What if, bear with me, this might sound crazy, what if the spare parts are from the old ones, from the other ones? I mean, well, obviously they are, but what if the spare parts from the older animatronics possessed, you add it to the new animatronics, that's why they're doing what they're doing? No? Food for thought. But what do you mean, what do they mean the older ones shouldn't be able to walk around, but if they do, to throw on the mask? Like, I thought the new ones just do that. The old ones are withered. They're old. They don't, right? Nah. Something ain't adding up. Something ain't adding up. I'm getting a little suspicious. Well, I've been suspicious. But bro said, watch out for Foxy, 'cause it doesn't work on him. But we had to flash our lights. He's talking about the regular Foxy, right? Not the pink one. I don't know which one he's referring to. I don't know. We're gonna have to test it. We might have to do both. Just put the mask on and shine the light. System restart. We had the music box that we played. But there is one thing. There is one thing that I noticed that looked a little off, and I heard stories from the other security guard. I don't know if this is true. I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to spook you on your first day back, but there was a puppet. A puppet, and it's like uncanny valley. It's a little creepy, and I don't know. I got a little vibe when I was near it. I saw it when I was walking. I see all the withered ones. I don't know. There's just something about it. Like, maybe that got something to do with why everything's creepy walking around. Like, think like Annabelle, right? Like some freaky shit like that. Or I don't know. But he mentioned Foxy. Is that the mangled one, the lookalike? Hello. What? Oh, lights. Put mask on. God. I don't see it though. I don't see an animatronic. Is it down the hallway? Yeah, I think I see something. The vent? Check the vent. Keep the mask on. Don't move. Just keep the mask on. I guess we got our answer. That's insane. The fox was it's not even, that was the mangled one, right? The pink one. In the vent. Oh, man. So apparently, I don't know, we used both the mask and the lights. Maybe, I don't know which one worked, but we might just have to keep doubling up. I'm not gonna lie. But there is one thing I need to mention to you before we finish our night up. Apparently, now I don't know. I feel a little uncomfortable talking about this one because this one is real freaky. It's like a real cryptid, real mythological sounding thing. I've never heard of this thing existing, but there are accounts online on the forums, Fazbear's forums, about shadow things, shadow animatronics. Now, I don't know if they're just like, they look shadowy, because, there's the withered, there's the regular ones, like, there's the mangled looking thing, the puppet. Like, I don't know if if it just looks shadowy by design, or if it's an actual shadow ghost thing, like demon ghost thing, animatronic. And apparently this is the establishment it's been seen in before. About like one of the very first construction guys walking around here, working on the building. He apparently he was off the clock. He forgot something. He came back at night, and then he saw something in the corner of this room, just standing. Luckily, he got out of there. He just ran, and he picked up his stuff the next day. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. There's too much stuff in my mind. There's too much stuff going on. Music box, hold on. You see what I mean? Too much stuff going on. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure something out. We really gonna have to. We're gonna have to figure something out together. We might have to stay at this location for a bit. Yeah. I'm glad we haven't run into Chica or Bonnie, especially Foxy. We ran into the other one, but I think that was Freddy we saw when we turned the lights on, put the mask on, for the most part. I don't know. This one's a little, daunting, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, well, I think the night is coming up. Yeah, we're almost done here. I'm gonna see you next time, right? Alright. I'm glad to know I have a partner here this time around. Well, I'm a little drained. I guess we could start closing up. Figuring this out next time, right? What's your name again? I'm gonna remember you. Okay. Alright, I got some notes for both of us. Alright. See you next time. Alright, take care.
Hello?